Hello. So my first tool that I wanted to use was Socrative. I chose this one just so I could have some alternate assessment ideas for my class. Normally I do like a Google form or just kind of a basic quiz. Usually sometimes I put it on my board. Excuse me. But mainly I just wanted some bell ringers, exit tickets, or maybe even actually implementing a quiz in my class. So in here you're going to have a room. So in the free version you get just one. So everybody that types in this code will join my room. So I can basically I don't have to flip flop between each one, but all my results are stuck together. So you kind of have to sift through that. The paid versions you get up to 5 rooms or more depending on which one you get. But here you can launch any of these. So like an exit ticket. Again, I have one open right now for me just kind of messing around. But if you were to look at it for the first time whenever you launch, it'll bring up which quiz you want to do. So like I said, I kind of messed around. This one was a free one, but I did make one. You can also, if they're in the room, say you're just sitting in there and you said something to see if kids were talking, you can just say, hey, the sky is blue, true or false, and then they'll go on here and click, and then it'll update the results as you go. So you can see kind of what percent everybody is. Kind of helps you, again, see who's paying attention, who's not paying attention. And again, you can go straight into another one. You can type up, okay, hey, A is, Bobby Sue, B is Billy, who did it, kind of a thing, and move on. So it's just kind of one of those things where you can see it, sometimes whenever you ask questions, one kid's going to answer everything. This one allows kind of everybody to put in their answer, and you can see as a class where it's at. So you can save everything in your library. Like I said, this is one that I found. This is one that I made. But if you go to the Discover tab, there's a bunch of different subjects. So for me, I'm kind of a science guy. You can go based on classes. So chemistry or physics is the main one here. What grade levels, any keywords you're looking for, number of questions. They have a lot. And then your room. So like for me, I'm only going to have one because of that. But you can see who showed up based on your roster. And then it will report the exit quizzes that I messed with earlier. And then again, you have that live result. It's pretty nice. This space race is kind of like a Kahoot style one, so it has all the quiz questions. Whoever answers first gets more points than anybody else. But then you just kind of click on it, boot it up. My goal was just basically to see if it'd be easy to use in my room. I have a Google Classroom, so I think just putting that room code in there and then just being like, hey, we're on Socrative today, we're going to be doing some quizzes, I think that's going to be very beneficial for me. I'm using this, again, just with my students to kind of see where we're at. I could give it to my admin, so if they're ever at a meeting, we could always pull from it. It's pretty easy to do that as well. The first ISTE standard, I think this answers is 2.6.B, which is just fostering classroom management of tech. This one right here, that teacher paste, is mainly there because you're going to have kids that struggle with certain concepts. So this allows you to go, okay, we know this one, we can move on. Whoa, we had a lot of kids that messed up on that one. Let me back up and kind of re-explain everything, try and cover up some misconceptions. So really, I think this can help manage what they're doing on there so they can't just click through the quiz and get done all at once. They have to answer, and then they have to kind of sit there and listen to you talk about it. Or maybe you're like, hey, I just kind of want to see what it is. You can open it up, let them go through it, and you see it, or they can get instant feedback. So like a good exit ticket. Whoa, I got that one wrong. Whoa, I got it right. And then again, you can always click show final score, shuffle up the answers and questions so they can't cheat off anybody. And then once you launch it, it's going to look like this. So it'll tell you here what percent everybody's got it right, who's got it wrong. You can move on, like I said, invite students that didn't show up or maybe are gone, just so that way they're still kind of paying attention and following along with the class. And then the last ISTE standard I think this meets is just 2.7.B, which is using tech to create assessments. I mean, this is just a big assessment maker altogether. So I think it's going to work pretty well for my class. I'm really actually hoping to kind of implement it and see how much farther I can go. But it really is an interesting tool.